Hey guys, it's Friday, and it means that we are having our regular AMA. So let's get started. I can see a lot of different people in the chat, let's just get started. So let's just proceed the way we do it usually. So let's start with some kind of a review of what happened last week, and let's discuss what's going to be happening next week. So if you follow our social media, my Twitter, for example, you probably know that finally, the new bridges that will be integrated in different ways products have been launched today. It's only for Ethereum tokens for now, but stable coins and other tokens will follow soon. So I think it's a great thing, actually, guys, because everybody has been waiting for it for a long time, and it took us probably a little bit too long, but we finally came through. And now it's time to integrate the new bridges into different products. So yes, so finally, the things are moving forward because everybody was waiting, and a lot of products and projects on Waves, basically all of them, depended on the new bridges. So I think it's a great news. So you can try to help test the bridges. There's some bounty. They have been actually in testing for quite a bit of time, but in any case, so it's always good to help. So it's good news, and I think that finally things will start to move forward with the new bridges, because without them we actually can't move forward, because there is some issues with the old gateways that we are resolving, and new bridges are instrumental here. Okay, so what else was happening last week? Actually, not much. So everybody was focused on the new bridges, and now it's time to implement them in different products and start moving. So let me check if I have some questions from the team. No. Yep, no, actually, no prepared questions. Yes, so okay, a lot of questions about the old gateways. And guys, so let me make some kind of another address to the community. So I asked you to message me on Twitter, on Telegram, and a lot of people know my Telegram, and it's very many messages now, so it's really hard to process them all. And as I said many times, so please don't hurry the teams. You can reach out to me because I'm responsible for the ecosystem, and basically all the problems you have, you should direct to me, so and I will deal with that. So, but to make this process more streamlined, because people are messaging me dozens of people, it's pretty hard, and because I use one Telegram account for everything, and people message me with work-related questions, and you also message me, so it's kind of messy, and messages go down, and it's hard to keep up actually. So I decided to do it in a different way. And we will create a channel, a group on Telegram, where I will be a moderator and I will be there like regularly every day, and I will be helping you with your issues. With the stock transactions, so the gateways, only all gateways with various questions and all that. So let me please share with you the link. Yep. So, and what we're gonna do now, so because it's like a very important moment for Waves now, for a lot of projects on Waves. And I would like to basically limit the problems to that channel. So, because basically a lot of projects are relaunching with the new bridges, if there is like too much fraud, too much complaints in the products channels, I think it's not going to help. So please direct all those complaints, requests, and also just general thought to that channel, to that group. And nobody is going to be banned in the group. No, only bots. And you can basically message anything there. Yes, guys, there's a lot of like questions and issues and thought in the chat now. So I explained to you guys the plan last week. So basically, once the new deposits, once the new bridges are launched, we will have to cancel the transactions from the old gateways, and you will be able to make new ones. So we are waiting for this, and I think next week it will happen, because now we actually are starting. WX is starting to integrate the bridges, and yeah, guys. So yeah, basically there is a lot of complaints here. Okay, guys, I understand, but we do what we can. And you will be able to withdraw with like your probably old withdrawal request canceled. So I think this is like the best way to proceed now. And I'm like, guys, I understand that a lot of people are unhappy. I'm like more unhappy than you all combined are. So please bear that in mind. But I'm like still trying to resolve all those issues, and I will be like resolving them until they are resolved. So please bear with me some more. So let's just yeah, it doesn't make sense to to thought too much about the gateways. Basically, I won't tell you anything new. I can repeat. So now we have the bridges. It will take some time to integrate them in the existing products, and at the same time, we will be like processing the all transactions from the gateways. Also, I think at a certain point in time, we will have to cancel them, and we will be able to make new withdrawal requests or exit through, for example, through buying waves on WX. Okay, so maybe I should answer some like questions that are unrelated to the gateways. So when power airdrop for waves holder, now we actually are working on waves DAO currently, and there's going to be a new interface for power DAO when you will be able to vote for new DAOs, for new child DAOs. So this was the focus this week, and I think we don't need to, to rush the airdrop, because I think there is enough tokens in circulation to launch the functionality. So I think it will happen pretty soon, and the snapshot has already been done, so nothing can change that. So you will receive your power tokens, and we don't want to drop all of them immediately because probably it will affect the price, and I don't think it makes sense to bring the price down now, because we need to basically make sure that people see some value in the token, because it is needed for the DAO functionality. XTN. So when are we going to actually fix XTN price? Where is the buyback bot? Which buyback bot? Yeah, so basically, we, as you know, we have to sell some XTN to pay for expenses, basically. But we stopped doing that. Probably we'll try to come up with some other way to pay developers. It's going to be not easy, but still, because all those questions, and you need to understand that we're not selling too much. We're selling maybe like 30K per day, but still, it's like we do it in a very open way. We're not trying to hide this, but still people are unhappy because the price is low. So probably, just for like some kind of better relations with the community, we should think about other ways for at least maybe some time to fund it. DAI transaction will also be canceled. I think DAI is fine, actually. It's strange that it's not processed. You steal our money, we don't care about your new projects. It's not like that, guys. You need to do live Twitter spaces so that we can actually have a conversation with you about where our money is. Okay, well, I think it's like more or less the same what we have now. Hello, Sasha, greetings from Venezuela. I was watching the post about Pepe's bridge. They should not say that funds can be lost due to possible bugs. That doesn't generate trust. No, it's just some kind of like, usual disclaimer. So they are pretty well tested, but you need to understand that with new products, you have to be a little bit careful. But I don't think there can be like any serious issue because they have been testing them for months, and they made like at least 2 audits with two different experts. Where is the liquidity for the new gateway? So once it's integrated on the WX, there's going to be liquidity, obviously. So it has to have some like integration in WX, and it's coming. Yeah, and Jiren, who suggested the new process for the lottery, is messaging me on the chat. Yes, so I will do that. So this today we'll try to do our like usual a lottery in a different way. So let me just yep. I will tweet. I will come up with a tweet now. And you should retweet it like within 30 minutes. To probably get 1,000 waste tokens. So what that tweet should be about. Let me come up with something. Let me just make a generic tweet. Yep. Okay, please retweet it if you want to participate. DAI transactions should be fine, actually. I don't know. I have USDT, USDC on hold in my WX wallet. They were deposited at the old gateway. Will I be able to withdraw in the future without losses? Yes, although it can take time, unfortunately. And why is the number of participation in the broadcast so low? I don't know really, so you should call your friends. You should invite them here. Korean Waves Army is rooting for you. Good guys. I understand that like there's a lot of negativity in Korea, so if I see some Koreans, it's always good. Yes, yes, it's pretty messy in the chat today. So like all the same questions are being repeated again. Okay, let me just pick some meaningful tweets, messages. I saw a tweet about someone said virus might not be saved. We are moving according to the plan. So basically, there is no like new developments, guys. So probably it's not moving forward so fast as we wanted to, but we don't have any other plans. So it's going to take time to execute them. Some it's always good to hear words of encouragement. And the sanctions on Russia impacting you guys? I'm Ukrainian, actually. Are you an alcoholic? Good question. I almost don't drink alcohol, like very rarely. Yes, so transactions are being processed daily, actually. And someone keeps spamming about DAI transactions. It's very strange, actually. So let me find out. Okay. Who cares about waves? Who'll be buy waves when he's not honoring our withdrawals? Guys, I'm not asking you to buy waves. How much XTN remains from the liquidation, and how much did you still have? Basically, we don't have much XTN, so you shouldn't be worried about that. Dora hack, I think it's not closed yet. But will Power Down get listed on SEX a bit later, I think, guys. So I don't think we need to do that now. As for West, it's very strange because I don't think there's any issues with the West. As for the old gateways, and I explained, so we need to collect funds from different hot wallets, and there is some issues with this. We are still doing this, and that's why we are not moving forward fast with the withdrawals. I'm kind of like I can't keep up with the messages, kind of like losing the thread here actually a little. Who is in trance? How to bring XTN back to $1? So I think the plan still remains the same. We need to like add new tokens, and probably the only way to bring XTN back to like higher price, not to $1, maybe some higher price, is to make sure all those like token projects and projects themselves are working fine, you know. So, and I think with the new bridges, I think this is gonna be the moment when it should start happening. So please wait till the new bridges are functional. Will all gateways still be fixed by the end of the month, like you promised? We will do our best, and the problem is not so big, but still, there's a problem. So I'm doing my best. Have you visited India? Actually, never. I'd love to. I will not force you to buy waves. You can wait. But if you really want to get out faster, you can. I was replying to the question about like canceling transactions. Yeah, let me ask about West. Yeah. When can we expect deposits to old USDC markets on Virus? It means that you don't want to do vesting. Yeah, so now it's not really clear when we can start something with those unvested USDT or USDC. There was an idea, and I probably came up with that during an AMA to buy back some LP tokens, vest them back, and there's some like profit in this operation because people are selling cheaper than you can vest back also and put those profits to legacy markets. It's not going to be huge, unfortunately, but it will kick things off. So that is still an option. So probably guys, let's just focus on the new bridges, and once we are done with that, we can do that. Another AMA, and again, Bitcoin doing crazy things. I haven't checked Bitcoin price today, guys. I'm sorry. So you're saying that there's some questions about Wave School, and it looks like some, as far as I understand now, some like prizes were not distributed. Let me ask. Mhm. How much tether does system need to fix back? Stack is asking, or Turkish supporter. So it's hard to. You mean extend pack? It's not much actually. No, but the key here is to keep the pack, not to like, okay, I won't use the pack because it's not a stable coin. So just to increase the price is not enough. You have to make sure that it stays there, So, and it's quite tricky because there is some balance of redemptions and issues that you have to maintain, somehow. So it's pretty hard to say how much tether you need, like I think we just need to stick to our plan. Now, this is what is going to work here. He's not going to discuss anything I'm discussing. He's not going to respond to your questions. Okay, it's just fun. You can ask me anything. As for Twitter bounty, still API is not fixed on Twitter. So what's next step after Bridges launch? Integration in different products and basically everything getting back to normal again. Sorry, yeah, I didn't like, there was some like scamming attempts and I kind of like fell in for some trick, with the Twitter contest. So I didn't pay the reward for the last one because someone tricked me. So I will figure out who is the real winner, and I will pay it. As for Twitter 10K bounty, let's just wait till there is access to Twitter API again. Please stop spamming the same message again. Maybe we should actually, guys, do Twitter Spaces. No, like, I'm thinking really. It's becoming kind of messy, and the chat is unmoderated, obviously. But it makes it a little bit unmanageable. So let's just maybe so how do I proceed with the new mechanics? Let me just Yes, please retweet if you want to participate. I think you have like maybe 10 minutes more to do that. It's like actually a very nice tool. I like it. Yep. Sasha, can you do this XTN $1? Doing my best, guys. Yes, I'm setting the parameters. Thank you, Jim. So guys, once again, let's just understand one thing, and I want to be very clear. So if you have some issues with like current products and ways, there's only like the current team and myself who are able to resolve it now. So please bear with us a little, because we have been doing our best to resolve this, and it's not like so I'm not benefiting in any way from this. I have never been making any money off of you, so what we are doing is we're just trying to resolve all those issues that we have faced last year. So I understand that some of you might be very angry and happy, but there is one thing that you need to understand. There is no way to resolve this but to let us do our work. Why don't you just pump waves? I don't pump waves because I don't pump. Add more coins to lending platform, as Aztec said. I can explain why, so it's very dangerous to have like small liquidity coins in lending protocols, because it can be very easily manipulated, and it has happened to Virus actually, and it has happened to other products. It has happened also with the bigger products such as Avi, for example. They have this issue, so it's kind of dangerous. And in any case, I think what Virus will do now, they will relaunch, like basically it's going to be some kind of relaunch with the new gateway tokens. Yeah. Guys, I think actually we should start doing Twitter Spaces starting from next week, because it's becoming kind of messy here. Yeah. Personal question: do you go to the gym? Yeah, like otherwise, I wouldn't be able to work. Yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing Twitter Spaces starting from next week. Thank you for your suggestion, actually. Please allow withdrawing from staking LPs straight to Ethereum wallets. Which staking do you mean? Yeah, I asked about Wave School again. I didn't realize. I remember you asking this, but I didn't realize that there was some contest that you haven't received the prizes for. So I asked about the prizes. What are you looking out for the most for the next coming months? Yeah, basically for some progress, because we have been waiting for a lot of things, and now things are starting to move. So I'm actually expecting that things that we planned will work out, and it's Power DAO, it's Wave DAO, also, what else? Relaunch of some kind of effective relaunch, because it's going to be relaunch of WX. And what else? Well, this is what I'm most excited about. Yeah, Twitter Spaces is better. Yeah, definitely, because it's becoming a mess, guys. Come on Telegram, please. I'm gonna be in the group that I've announced. So there's going to be a special group for all the problems and issues, and I'm going to be there, because otherwise I think it's becoming unmanageable. Can the old USDT markets on Virus be converted to ETH or something else? It's hard to say, because they have to be backed by something, and ETH is pretty small, so, and it's not like we are not backing it, it's like it's a stable coin. Hi, good to see you here. You will process some more transactions until cancel all. Yeah, transactions are being processed daily, actually. Integrate your L2 with other L2s out there. Yeah, there's a lot of activity around ZK rollups now. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, actually. I have some questions now regarding those things, but still, this is the future, because obviously it's pretty clear where crypto is going now. So it's going to be L1, Ethereum probably as base layer and fast not very decentralized, but like decently decentralized L2s. When exact date airdrop for Waze holders? I won't give you a date. Let's just see how it goes. Sasha, do you do Ramadan? I'm not religious, but I respect people who do, obviously. I'm like, so I do something similar because I'm kind of fasting, so like it's very close to what people do on Ramadan. They don't eat until the sundown. This is what I'm doing more or less, but like not only on Ramadan. Is Waze an L1 project? Yes, it is. Yes, one of the oldest L1s actually. Tell me more about Waze 2.0, and do you see our proposal Web 6 Waze funny note is asking? Actually, I didn't see it. You should probably pin me on Twitter or on Telegram because you know it. So Waze 2.0 actually is a combination of some kind of upgraded L1, which is going to be much faster, and there is some improvements. I think there's going to be finality finally in Waze proof of stake. There's going to be a faster processing and some other things. And L2 will have EVM, and there's going to be a very straightforward way to issue to basically to become a validator on these L2s, because there can be multiple. You will have to lock your Waze tokens to do that tokens, and after that you're becoming a validator on L2. So basically, there's like more utility to Waze tokens. At the same time, we are able to launch like multiple L2s, and everybody will be able to launch it under certain conditions. Basically, if there's like enough participants who are willing to become validators, you will be able to launch your own L2. And it can be EVM, it can be non-EVM, it can be different things actually. It can also have different consensuses. So it can be different algorithms. And this is going to make this going to be our like ecosystem with a strong and fast L1 and multiple L2s that can be connected to that L1 with a clear gateway transfer process. So you'll be able to move liquidity from L1 to L2, from L2 to L1, and between different L2s. And these transfers will be based on ZK proofs. So it's going to be pretty interesting, So it's going to be a valid alternative to larger ecosystems such as Ethereum, because somebody has to be different, yes, So because there is some kind of like mainstream avenue for crypto development now, for blockchain development, and I think they're kind of like reaching the end game here. I'm really not sure about L1 sharding. It's really hard to do, in my opinion. What I think is going to happen, you will have Ethereum, which is a very strong L1, battle tested and pretty good actually. And you have a lot of L2s with ZK EVMs that connect to L1, to that L1. And there's going to be some kind of competition between those L2s once we have like full ZK EVM. I think that it's going to be like the end game. And there is a lot of questions that I have regarding the decentralization of this thing. But this is what we have. And probably it's really hard to compete with that. But we will try L2. So we're trying to do something different because everybody's doing L2s, and I think, so we don't have to join that crowd because there's enough people there already. And on the other hand, we will have L2, but it will be done a little bit differently. It will be like more connected to L1, and it will be more decentralized because what I don't really like, there is not a consensus algorithm in those L2s. For example, there is just one server who generates the proofs, ZK proofs, and it's not like multiple servers, just one like sequencer that just puts the transactions together and generates a proof. So probably they will add some proof of stake. As far as I understand, in Polygon, this is happening. But it's like it's becoming some kind of like, electronic payment system, e-money. So it's not really crypto, in my opinion. It's not really decentralized tech. So we have to stick to what we have been trying to do always, trying to bring the message of decentralization, of like proper decentralization, to the masses. And this is our goal, not to make money, now we have to go to this one, and we need to resolve all those issues, obviously. Yeah, we have to do Twitter Spaces because people are like repeating the same questions over and over. And if I don't respond, it means that I some kind of like ignore them, but I responded before. So it's a little weird. Let's do Twitter Spaces, guys. It's decided now. What do you mean everyone can launch L2? Yeah, basically there's going to be like multiple L2s, and if you want to participate in supporting them, you can just like volunteer. So you will have to lock your waves for validating that specific L2. So you might actually be a validator on waves, and at the same time, you will be able to use the same validating stake for L2 validation. Thank you, guys. It's during those like difficult times, it's pretty nice to hear the words of support. Yeah, guys are asking me about like the reward from the last contest. I was tricked by someone, so I'm like, I'm pretty cautious now. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm back. My laptop suddenly died. I don't know why. So I'm using my phone now. Probably the video quality is not so good. so I think I'll be wrapping this up for now. I will announce the Twitter winner, the Twitter contest winner, like in 15 minutes, if you don't mind. and you'll be able to verify it's going to be like provably secure. So a lot of things are happening. Things are starting to move. Bridges integration next week. So now we are like starting to actually bring things back to normal. I understand your like maybe frustration, but we are here for you guys, and nothing will change that. So we will be like working for you until you don't have any more issues, until you're happy. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everybody, guys. Please bear with us, and see you next week. I wish you a very pleasant and calm week. I think it's important now, in these times of a lot of things happening, not only in waves, but in the world. Riding waves, power to the people, waves, DAO is coming. You will need your power tokens to participate. Don't forget about that. So I love you all. See you next week. Bye, guys.